This is for Christian creatives, but really anyone who wants to hear these words. I was driving last night. This is all leading up to a very good point. Anyway, I was driving home from work and I looked up. I mean, I was looking ahead, but I had missed my turn off, and I rarely do that. I looked up and I was in like a valley type thing. I knew where I was, but like my exit was like 5 exits ago. Anyway, I like ended up driving for 40 more minutes, which was, the drive was nice. And I was listening to this sermon, and it was, I think, you know, God really knows what we need to hear sometimes, and it's just the right message at the right time. And my personality is really notices details and interconnectedness. And anyway, so I've got out my print version, and I'm just gonna read from here. This part in Luke 14. He wrote, "If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple." And the section in Matthew took that a little further, and he wrote, "He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it." And he wrote that, you know, after saying the same message: "He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. He that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. He that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me." And it really got to me. And because I have these dreams, and I know that it's what God has given to me. It's what God has called me to. But I'm obsessed. I'm so obsessed. They're so big, and I'm so overwhelmed and feel overworked. Like, I don't know how to balance myself sometimes. I overreacted the other day and had a terrible panic attack. And I've been driving a lot this week. I think God knew I needed to drive this week, so I've been driving a lot. And, you know, as a Christian creative with all these things I want to do, make, build, people to connect with, like, God surpasses it all. He does. And if I can't remember that, like the reason why I'm in a relationship with God and have been for so many years now, and if I don't see the good in that, and if I have these things that I think are the most important, like, I've gotten off track. And so that message was, sometimes things are just hard to hear, right? But that's what I came here to do, and I didn't want to make this. But I did. Nothing surpasses God. And on a note of encouragement, today was the first day that I felt like that I could actually feel like my dreams were possible. And before, it was just something I believed but didn't feel. Like, I would get so scared, so panicked, so overwhelmed, because for reasons. You know, we all have our things that we can get hung up on, and this is turning into a long video, but God surpasses it all, and there's a pace for each of us to go at, and it's going to be okay, and you're going to get there, and everything with God is possible, but it's important to be in His will. And He is the most important thing.